This video is part two to marriage, guys. About about being married. Okay. Just a few minutes ago, I was kind of like criticized about making that video, and I was told that I made that video just to want to pick up chicks or have sex, and that's not true. The video is about being spiritually in the same anointing, hearts, the couple hearts are being in the same place, and that will consider that person as being ordained and married by God. But just going to a priest to get married, that does not consider you as being married in the eyes of God. That's what the video is about. Now, someone have took what I said and took it out of content and said that I made the video because I wanted to have sex with random chicks. Okay, I have been 5 years now celibate, and that is a big reason why I am celibate, guys, because my job is to pretty much bring in the harvest. Everyone's not on the same level, so that means everyone not on the same level. I can't marry because of being unevenly yoked. Okay, God picked me just like He picked Abraham. Okay, He picked Abraham, and Abraham was the messenger. He was considered the father to all, so he was a blessing to all. Wasn't anyone on Abraham's level, and it was Abraham that told the peoples about God. So the same thing with Jesus Christ. It was Jesus Christ that was on another level, a higher level than everyone else. So he couldn't possibly be married if his job was to pretty much bring everyone to that higher level of knowledge and opening up the people's eyes. So being married with God is considered as being spiritually connected, bonded. That's a part of marriage, guys. Okay. Revelations, the wedding supper, the 144,000. That's the marriage, guys. You cannot be a part of that marriage if you're not accepted with God. Being accepted, being heart being with God, you are not considered as being married. Okay, that's the same thing with marriage, guys. Okay, now our worldly traditions, just you go to a priest and you say, I love you too, baby, I love you, and then we go to a priest and we get married. We say the vows and we get married. So that have nothing to do with God, with being spiritually connected with God. We could just get married. And if you get married like that, you fall in love with a chick. You fall in love with a guy, and you get married to that person just by falling in love with that person. Okay? You got to look at the worldly fall in love because of how a person may look or what a person do for you. That would make a worldly person fall in love, being idled, being in love because of what that person can do for you, being in love because of having sex or that person good in bed. That's the whole thing of falling in love in this time of age. That will make a person fall in love. So we got to look at that aspect, guys, and that will pretty much determine, was that relationship ordained and by God and strong, and hearts are being with God. You can just get married just because you're in love. Now, my friend, which is a woman, told me that that's considered married. And if you ain't married like that, you consider a sin. You being adulterous. Ain't you being adulterous when you sin against God? When your heart is not with God? So that person telling me that I can just get married. And if I get married, my couple can come to God whenever they want to come to God. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You rather be fitted to be married in the eyes of God or in the eyes of man? I know a lot of this is complicated because everything that we finding out that this world has to offer has been fake. And we got to realize Satan was over the kingdom of man, was over the kingdom of this world. And everything that this world is connected to would be fake, would be not fitting to God. So that's what I'm bringing, and guys, that's what I'm talking about. But that will happen when people would think like that when they not on that spiritual connection. They not they not on that spiritual connection. They part of the world and part of God's kingdom. So that same thing Jesus Christ had to deal with, guys. Talking to people that wasn't, where he was, but they was in the world and they believed in the world and what the world had to offer and everything in the worldly traditions. And when Jesus came, he brought another way of thinking, to the real God real ways. He brought that to the table, and people that was a part of the world couldn't understand, the heavenly side of the world, the heavenly side of the kingdom. They just knew the worldly side of everything. So Jesus Christ brought a heavenly understanding. That's what I really wanted to say. Jesus brought a heavenly understanding to everything. God's ways is not like our ways, guys. And God's thinking is not like our thinkings. God ways is higher than man thinking. God ways is higher than man ways, and God thinking is higher than man thinking. So I'm on a higher level, and I'm talking of heavenly things. I'm on a higher level, and the people that's on that lower level, that's on earthly level, they will think of the earthly ways, and they will, they brains have been pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for, guys? They minds have been like I want to say, it's just been trained to think like the world thinks and do as the world do. So when you have someone on a higher level speaking on a different level, a lot of people won't understand it. Okay, so that's what's going on with her. I know God sent her to me, and I did not, in my mind, I'm not trying to take advantage of no one. Don't want to take advantage of females. I love females. I come from females. I stay with females. I've been raised by females my whole life. I will never take advantage of females. Okay? So I wanna I wanna I wanna say that, because I love females with all my heart, and my job inside the kingdom to uplift females. I'm always talking about love and relationships and loving females, because that's my job inside the kingdom. That's where my heart at. My heart is where that I want to uplift every female. Now, I'm guilty. I'm guilty to wanting a wife. Yes, I want a wife. Am I guilty? I'm a man. Should I have a wife? you know, yes. But do I want any wife? No. I want someone that's on a higher level with me. That God is proud of. That God is pretty much that God is proud of them, and God is proud of me, and our relationship would be um, blessed, because God loved me the way He loved her, and we are loved, and we love God, so we are one. That's love, guys. That's what I consider as love. Having that love and bond connection with God. Loving the relationship, loving the marriage, and we are loving God just the way God is loving us. So that would be considered as love to me, guys. Okay? And my job is to bring that love and bring that new way of thinking. So that's all I'm doing, guys. So I gotta tell you guys my heart, how I feel, the things that I think about. I feel free by expressing that, and it will bring a change to another person's life. So that's all what this marriage thing is about. It's not about me wanting to take advantage of anyone, wanting numerous wives. And I'm making a second video after this to tell you about having wives. Okay, guys? I love you guys.